So my wife and I decided to leave the heat of Texas and move up to Washington State. And in that move, I decided to get rid of some of my home gym equipment in order to save on some of the weight of those products, make some money back, and just to get rid of some of the clutter of items I don't use. So with that, I'm going to rattle off some equipment I got rid of or sold, as well as some items I still have but don't really plan on using and will probably get rid of sooner rather than later. So starting off the list, we have the IronMaster Super Bench Pro with the pull-up and dip bar attachments. Now, if you watched my previous review on this equipment, I actually really like this thing. For me at the time, it was a great bench, could hold a lot of weight, and the attachments were nice and sturdy, especially something like pull-ups for me to use and get those into my workouts. Really, the only reason I even got rid of this was because of the size and weight of it. Now, adding it to the shipment going to Washington would add on a lot more to the cost, so that's the main reason I dropped it, because I could probably just buy it back for about the same price anyway, brand new. They do have a version 2 out, so I might look into that. The other reason is, for you guys looking to purchase this, it's not one of the cheaper options. It is pretty expensive to get this. Yes, it is high quality, a great product. It does take up a bit of space, but overall, really great product. But again, the price is pretty high for it. So if you think it would help you, definitely look into it with my older review and see if it works for you. As I might still look into it for something myself in the future. But for now, I'm going to be using another bench I purchased, which I'll have a future review on, and the cross grip doorway pull-up bars, which were great with the door frames I have in my new place. So next up, we're looking at the Nuobell 80-pound adjustable dumbbells. These go from 5 to 80 pounds in increments of 5 by just turning the handle left or right. Now for me, these should be the standard for any adjustable dumbbell being released today. None of these other weird knockoffs with different design choices. I know they probably have a patent on what they did, but essentially these are the core fitness dumbbells, just improved in my opinion. The real drawback is the cost, as they are expensive, but the quality is amazing for these for what I have used. Now I have watched some teardown videos of these where I guess there is maybe some plastic things inside the dumbbells themselves that have caused some problems in the past. I've never run into that issue. Maybe if they switch it to metal, we could have even better products. So if they're watching this video, please keep enhancing and upgrading the product. But again, for me, for how I've used them with the 80-pound dumbbells, these were by far my favorites. The only real drawback I have is that the clamps for the Jayflex bars don't fit over the handles because the handles are just too short. If they could make it just like a quarter to a half an inch longer, we would have a product that would fit the Jayflex products, and I think I'd have the perfect dumbbell I would buy back in a heartbeat. But a final reason, again, these do weigh 160 pounds, so they are pretty heavy in terms of getting them across the country, which can raise the cost in me shipping them out here. For the next product, we're moving over to a bike, and this is the RENPHO AI exercise bike, a product I've had for quite a while and only just sold because it started becoming one of my clothes racks. And now I have nothing really bad to say about this product. It's one I still promote to this day for anyone looking to do spin bike home cardio, as again, it is on the cheaper side for equipment like this. It has a great app that they've used, and I really just, when I was using it, really had a good time with it. It was just one of those things where I stopped doing a lot of cardio and just focused more on my weight training. And again, it just kind of fell by the wayside where I'd do it for a while, then drop off for a long period of time. It was really only in the first year that I had it that I used it consistently. But now, I don't really use it much anymore. But again, for the average person just looking to get into it, for the price tag, you really can't beat this option. So I highly recommend it to anyone looking to do that. But for me, I decided to get rid of it. I don't plan on buying it right now. But if ever cardio comes back up in the future and I want to do it inside, it would probably be the product I go back to. For the next product, we have the Core Fitness adjustable dumbbells that go from 5 to 50 pounds by just turning the handle left or right. This is another product I've had for a very long time, over 5 years now, and has held on as one of my best quality products I've purchased to date, as I only paid $325 for them from Dick's Sporting Goods at the time. And why I do love these is because the Jayflex Hyperbell products do fit with them. So the clamps that you attach it to do actually clamp and close. They're tight, but it actually will still work. So that's why I still really love these. Again, I do really like the Nuobell design more. It's just the Nuobells don't fit on those bars. So that is one major plus that the Core Fitness dumbbells have. The bigger con is that they only go up to 50 pounds. So if they ever make heavier dumbbells in the future, these could then aim to rival that of the Nuobells. The Nuobells still have some other pieces like the knurled handles, and just the fit of the dumbbell plates is better, but I hope these two compete to come out and see who can be the best home dumbbell for the price. So next up we have our first adjustable bench that I decided to get rid of. And the main reason I decided to do so was to just save on space for the move. It does have a little bit of weight, but it's not that heavy overall. It was just more to save on space and money in shipping it. So I have done quite a few reviews of the Flybird benches in the past. Again, the red trim was the one I had when I decided to move. However, after selling the one, I actually did see that they took the all black one and made it from 21 inches tall to 18 inches tall. So this is perfect for me at 5'11". So I actually went and rebought that one and have it now that I'll do a review for in the future. So this one wasn't really one where I didn't like the product or anything. It was just that I wanted to save on some room and cost of shipping it across the country. So that list is the main equipment I decided to get rid of that I actually think I could purchase again in the future or wait for upgrades for slight changes that would make it even better for my home gym. The next items are ones I still have but don't really plan on using and or may sell in the future as well. So my first product is the Jayflex resistance bands home gym setup they have. And this thing to me is the worst product that Jayflex has made to date. The rise ups come in a close second, but these are the worst. Just everything about them I hated. I did make a review on them if you want to check them out. But do know, Jayflex, stick with making things for dumbbells. Maybe even your cross grip pull-up bar stuff. You can keep enhancing those. But get rid of the resistance band stuff because you just do not have a good grasp on that in my opinion. So another piece of equipment I have and actually really like, but is only being replaced because of the weight, is the Yes For All J-hook handles that I use with my resistance bands. Now, I really do like this product. Again, the only thing that's making me pause on it is just the weight of it. Just having it in my drawstring bag, it really does add on to quite a bit more weight. No, I can still take it around and stuff like that. It's not really hindering me from taking it to places. But if I threw in something like a travel bag or something like that, it would be something that probably would come up in the screening and would also just weigh down my bag. Now, I do have the ActB handles as well, which are a perfect weight in my opinion, but they don't have the rotating or knurled handles. So if we can combine those two, we have the perfect J-hook handles for resistance bands, in my opinion. Either myself maybe in the future, or someone else out there, make it happen, and I'd love to purchase them and do a review on that. So this next piece of equipment is one I've had for a long time, and I kind of use it off and on as it's really only useful for push-ups, but that would be the Perfect Push-Up Elite handlebars. Now these are rotating handlebars you can do, of course, with push-ups. And I really like this because they've helped just protect my wrists, and I really just like using them in my workouts. Now, the only problem is I only use them for one exercise, but they don't cost that much. But I kind of made a rule for myself that any equipment I get now has to have 2 or more uses. I really don't want things that only just have one use for the price of most of these things. So this isn't, again, really costly, and I do go back and forth with it. I think I'll probably end up just keeping them. Those be kind of like stowed away for those rainy days. I want to just take them out and use it. But again, it's a product I have really liked for a long time. I just don't find myself using that much, especially with the cross grips, where I just take the cross grips off my door from doing pull-ups, put them on the floor, and do push-ups from there. They don't rotate or anything, but you can still do push-ups while using the cross grips as well. So that is the full list of the equipment I sold off and or still have and may plan on selling or trashing in the end. But I have purchased a few other equipment since actually getting to the new place that I have started to unbox, one being the Gym Pal that I'll put a link and video on screen now for you. So make sure you take a look at that and see if that's an option for you as I set up the rest of my gym and see how I can keep enhancing it moving forward.